Good morning, gentlemen. Good afternoon, gentlemen. The first thing I would like to present to you all is that gun itself cannot kill anyone. It is the people who trigger and use it to kill the other. Before I move on to my rebuttals and argument, please allow me to use this story to exemplify what are the current situation that is happening nowadays in USA. There was a girl named Renee in USA, and this girl, she stayed in USA for a long time, and one day her father has to go and work in another city, and because of this thing, she has to stay home alone at that night. And at that night, there was a man who broke in her house and trying to rape her. But luckily, Renee has got a gun. Then she can protect herself and banish that guy away. What do we learn from this thing, ladies and gentlemen? We learn that as a human, we have a right to have a gun. And that before I move on to my model, I have got three main rebuttals to make. The first rebuttal is that, as I have already said, the gun itself cannot kill anyone. The government side come up here and trying to convince us to believe that, well, because they have a gun, they're going to try and use it, just like the adult in USA who have the gun and that they are crazy and trying to kill the people in the school. But the main point is that the motivation of those kids, they are not just trying to kill the people because they have a gun. The main point is that they have played GTA and they have learned a lot about the violence and this thing, especially from video game and things like that. And thus, we consider that as a main motivation for this kid to commit a crime like that. And because of this thing, we mean that gun itself is not it's just a mean. It's just a tool to kill someone. But it cannot kill anyone unless you use it. Then let's move on to my second point, which the government side come up here and trying to convince us to believe again that, well, they already have the policeman and things like that, so they're not going to let the citizen have the gun. But the main point is that it is not enough, ladies and gentlemen. We don't have enough policemen. Just as our side have already present. When at night and things like that, we have an inadequate policeman to take care of all of us. And because of this thing, sometimes we have to stay home alone, and especially in USA, that each of the state is like very far from each other, and the only one and the only group of policemen cannot take care of all of them. That is the direct of having a gun inside your house. And then let's move on to our model. What are we going to do with this as a solution? The first thing we propose is that the thing we need now, we consider having a gun as a right of the people. And because of this thing, instead of just like banning the gun, because we know that it is not going to work anyway, since the people can find a way to have it anyway. Just like if you ban the gun, then they can move on and buy an illegal one, which we, according to the status quo, we have this problem nowadays. People can buy a gun very cheap from the black market and things like that. And even though you ban the gun, how could you make sure that the people will not just like hide in your house? What is your mean to deal with that? The PM did not tell us anything about that. They just come up here and that they're trying to convince us to believe that by banning a gun is the best way to deal with the problem. And then let's move on to to another method of our model. Just not only we are not going to ban the gun, but we are also going to strengthen the law we have after this. We are saying that, well, you can have a gun inside your house because it is your right and it is necessary for protecting yourself from the thief and things like that. But you have no right to carry it out from your house. Because we consider that, well, if you carry the gun out of your house and you're trying to kill someone, then that is illegal. And we are going to have to increase the penalty and for this law. If you kill someone, we are going to increase the penalty and make the penalty more severe. And as for our summary, we believe that the gun itself cannot kill anyone. It is how people use it. And the gun is also important for us to protect ourselves, especially when the policeman cannot take care of us, just like nowadays. We believe that we don't have enough policemen to take care of everyone else. And sometimes, just like the Renee's case, she has to stay alone in her house. And if she doesn't have a gun, she might be raped by that guy and might be killed even. So we see that if you have a gun in order to protect yourself, and you are not going to kill anyone with that because you have a law that says that you cannot violate anyone's right. And if you do so, you are going to be punished more and more severe. Thank you.